Greetings everyone, this is Non-Expert here back again with another video. Today we are going to be solving problem number 8, which is week 2 problem number 1 in the 30-day LeetCode challenge, and the problem which has been given to us today is the middle of the linked list problem. This is a pretty straightforward problem. Most people have already gone through this problem before during their bachelor's, or maybe you won't have, but that's okay. Um, so the problem description is that given a non-empty singly linked list with the head node head, return a middle node of the linked list. And if there are two middle nodes, then you return the second middle node. So you've been given a few examples over here. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do note that over here the representation is of a list, but the expectation is that you're going to be using a linked list. So assuming that this is going to go as a linked list and the head is going to be 1, in order for you to traverse to the middle, you need to go from next to next. You can't really do divide by 2 and then sort of do that. Well, you can do that as well, but in order for you to get the length, you'll first have to calculate the length and then move on from there. A more intuitive approach over here, which most interviewers really look for, is an approach which is commonly used whenever you have linked lists to deduct cycles and so on and so forth. But it has a really complicated name and so on, but the idea behind it is very simple. So assume that you have assume you have a slow pointer and a fast pointer. And in this sense, what you can think about is, let me just copy this. Um, in this example, the way you can think about this is that you have, if you don't understand the slow and the fast pointer, let's take the example of the tortoise and the hare. So let's say that you have a tortoise and you have a hare, um, and you know that the hare is going to be faster, but how do you define whether it's going to be faster? So you can see that each step or each increment, the hare is going to take two steps instead of one step. So you can say, hey, both the animals are going to start at the starting point of um, one, and the way you would want to go about it is that the hare would go from next to next, that is, it's twice as fast. So the hare would sort of come over here, and in the next iteration, p would be over here. And that's the entire iteration. You keep on skipping forward, so h is going to, so t is going to come next over here, but the hare is going to run forward and it's going to skip to two increments. And what you look at over here is that you've reached the end point and the hare has finished the entire iteration and t is only at the middle. And the property why that is just because the hare is skipping at an iteration of two. Um, and that's basically it. So you can do this in one pass and get the solution. So let's just go ahead and code up a few base conditions, which are, if nothing has been given to us, then you return a none. If if head of next is also none, then you just return the head. And the reason for that is just because you can just, if there's only one element inside your linked list, you just return the element which is there. And now you just want to make a slow pointer and a fast pointer. So your slow pointer is going to be your head, and your fast pointer is also going to be your head. And you're going to loop forward till fast is either none or fast of next is none. So you can do fast dot next, and that's basically it. And now you just want to like do the iteration which I was like talking about. So you do slow dot next and you do fast next of next, and you eventually return slow. So that's basically the entire solution. There's not that many complications to it. Let's just go ahead and submit this. Hopefully this should run fine. And awesome, you can see that's been accepted. This is a very simple problem when you sort of understand the concept of a slow and a fast pointer. My explanation, if it didn't do any justice, you can check out, there are a lot of blogs about it. Um, but this is only if the interviewer tells you to do this in one pass, which eventually, if an interviewer is going to ask you this question, they're going to most likely ask you to do this in one pass. And by one pass, I mean just do it in one loop and that's it. Um, so if there is a condition like that, you can go ahead and calculate the length of the linked list and then like divide that by two and iterate till you get that two value, till you get that mid value. But this is the more important solution that you want to keep in mind. So that's basically it for today's video. Today's problem was also a really simple problem, but if there's anything that you didn't understand during my explanation, do leave it in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, do give a like and do subscribe to our channel. We are discussion over here, and we would love to have you on board with us. And if you've already subscribed, you're awesome, we all know it, and have an awesome day. Thank you.